If you've been watching Tesla over the years, you know they have a way of dropping surprises when no one's looking. And this time, the surprise is big. The long-rumored, often delayed affordable Tesla, what many have been calling the Model 2, is finally stepping out of the shadows. No flashy stage lights, no Elon Musk pacing around with a mic in hand, no countdown timer with dramatic music. Just a quiet, almost casual website update that instantly sent ripples across the EV world. Because pre-orders are now open, and the starting price is so low it's hard to believe, just $15,990. That's less than some people spend on a used gas car, and yet here's Tesla promising a brand new electric vehicle for that amount. But before you start imagining yourself behind the wheel, there's a catch. Tesla isn't letting just anyone grab one. Pre-orders are being tightly restricted by region, and from what sources inside the company have hinted, once the limit is hit, the order page could disappear overnight without warning. No final chance email. No heads up. Just gone. Now, for those who've been following Tesla's long, winding road to an affordable EV, this is more than just another car announcement. It's the end of years of speculation, cancellations, redesigns, and restarts. Elon Musk himself has been teasing a low-cost Tesla for what feels like forever. But the stakes have changed. Competitors like BYD have been cranking out electric cars for as little as $10,000, and in some markets, they've even overtaken Tesla in sales. It seems Musk decided enough was enough. Instead of the much-talked-about $25,000 budget Tesla, he's going straight for something far bolder, a $15,990 starting point for a brand new model. So what exactly are we looking at? Well, the Model 2, if that's the final name, is already rolling down the production line at Tesla's Fremont factory. Test vehicles have been spotted near the facility, wearing heavy camouflage. The company's goal is to have the first customer deliveries rolling out by November, perfectly timed to take advantage of tax credits before they vanish. Tesla's strategy is simple but powerful. They're reusing existing Model 3 and Model Y production infrastructure while leaning heavily on gigapress casting technology. This allows them to build the Model 2 in huge volumes, up to 10,000 units per week, once production ramps up. Musk described it during Tesla's second quarter earnings call as a scaled-down Model Y, designed to be cheaper to build. That means simpler materials, fewer features, and a heavy focus on cost efficiency. And yet, Tesla wants to make sure it still feels like a Tesla. In terms of design, you can forget the early hatchback rumors. Insiders say it's more like a compact crossover, about 20% smaller than a Model 3, but with the same smooth, minimalist lines that make Tesla instantly recognizable. The styling won't be flashy, no unnecessary curves or complicated details. Instead, the appeal will come from its clean shape and subtle signature elements, like a continuous light bar and sleek wheel designs. The interior will follow the same philosophy: practical, clean, and stripped of anything that isn't essential. You'll get seating for 5, but the cabin will be more compact than the Model 3. A smaller 12-inch touchscreen will replace the larger display, and premium extras like ventilated seats, ambient lighting, and rear entertainment screens are almost certainly out. That's not an oversight. It's the only way to hit that rock-bottom price. Tesla is betting that buyers in this segment value range, efficiency, and brand trust over high-end finishes. Still, the Model 2 won't be without some clever tech. One likely upgrade is Tesla's 48-volt electrical system, which reduces wiring complexity, improves efficiency, and lowers manufacturing costs. There's also a possibility that this will be the first Tesla to feature aluminum-ion batteries, something that could completely change what's possible for an affordable EV. Now let's pause there. Aluminum-ion batteries aren't just a small tweak, they could be a massive leap. Instead of lithium ions, they use aluminum ions, which carry 3 charges instead of 1. This allows for much higher energy density and faster charging, without relying on expensive rare earth materials. Early reports suggest Tesla's aluminum-ion cells are already hitting 700 watt-hours per kilogram in testing. For context, most lithium-ion EV batteries today sit around 200, and even Tesla's cutting-edge 4,680 cells hover below 300. If these aluminum-ion cells make it to production, the Model 2 could, in theory, offer 600 to 700 miles of range on a single charge, even more in ideal lab conditions. But Tesla might not launch with that tech right away. Industry whispers suggest the first wave of Model 2s will use a 53 kilowatt-hour pack, good for around 250 miles in the base version. A long-range option could stretch that to 280 miles but at a higher price, likely in the $28,000 to $30,000 range. Even at 250 miles, though, the Model 2 would stand out. Few, if any, EVs under $30,000 can promise that kind of real-world range. And thanks to Tesla's charging network, drivers could top up to 80% in around 20 minutes under normal conditions, twice as fast as many competitors. The question hanging over all of this is, how long can Tesla realistically sell a $15,990 EV? The auto industry is facing rising material costs, supply chain disruptions, and steep tariffs, especially between the US and China. Tesla's own profit margins have already dropped to their lowest point in years as they've slashed prices to stay competitive. A big factor is where the parts come from. Around a third of Tesla's components are sourced from Mexico, and any changes in trade policy could add thousands to the build cost. That's why Tesla is scrambling to localize production, including building a new battery plant in Michigan to cut dependency on overseas suppliers. There's also the reality that battery production in the US is more expensive than in China, sometimes by 30% or more. If those costs keep rising, the Model 2's base price could climb to $18,000 or even $20,000 in a year or two. The one thing Tesla has going for it? A massive cash reserve, over $36 billion. That gives the company room to absorb short-term losses if it means grabbing a bigger slice of the EV market. Analysts think Tesla can hold the $15,990 price for about a year, maybe 18 months, before adjustments become inevitable. If Tesla pulls this off, the Model 2 could be the most important car they've built since the original Model S. Not because it's the fastest or most luxurious, but because it breaks the price barrier that's kept millions of drivers out of the EV market. It's a gamble, cutting features, simplifying materials, and chasing aggressive cost targets while still delivering the performance and reliability Tesla is known for. But if the company manages to keep the range respectable, the charging fast, and the price steady, at least for a while, this could be the EV that finally makes electric driving mainstream. For years, the affordable Tesla has been more of a myth than a reality. Now, it's parked right on the horizon, and in just a few months, the first buyers could be driving one home. The only question is how long the window stays open before rising costs slam it shut. And in the meantime, the rest of the industry is watching closely. Because if Tesla can really deliver a $15,990 EV with decent range, it's not just a win for them, it's a challenge for every other automaker out there.